Yeah. And David Palmer gets us underway. Get yourself a Red Bull or a strong coffee. We're going to be here for a little while, guys. This will not be a short match. These two have played each other so many times. And James Willstrop taking this first rally to Palmer. James really has played pretty tentative squash up to today, realising there's a lot of big tough matches to come. And his match against Bianchetti, you almost felt he won at already. A fair bit of tension out there, isn't there? Both players very appreciative of the situation and how important this match is. And James, who certainly has played his last three matches at a more pedestrian pace, conserving energy for later in the tournament. There's no doubt here that James is on full throttle already, as is Palmer.
Down.
They both know that they have to give their all here, and a mistake from Palmer. Listen to that crowd.
9-5.
There's a lot of respect from Palmer towards James. I think it's fair to say that David is a person who certainly doesn't respect some players and thinks they have no right to be on the same court as him. He said as much on some interviews occasionally. Certainly a man who speaks his mind. And but he's had some incredible battles with James Willstrop here. Wonderful squash. And now James in trouble. He's even given that up. He's conserving a bit of energy. Interesting tactic there from young Willstrop. He knows that David will finish this, and well,
Right side, 5-1.
just to prove that made the difference between let and stroke. Second game is always vital, isn't it? The difference between 1-all and 2-love. You see the stats all the time. When players go into a 2-love lead, it's very unlikely to see a comeback at this level. And that's a wonderful shot from Palmer. He's in there early. Nick Matthew. And we actually became convinced that he was playing them deliberately. But a lot of top sportsmen do have little habits that they do, sort of, it's almost like a reset for the next point, just to get their mind back in the same state. Well, there's an apology here from David. Oh, it actually went round James. Actually bet on B-win, on which player wins a particular point. And that's a fantastic shot from Willstrop.
And out, 2-3.
Well, for these two players, they know each other very well. Surely Palmer knows every shot that Willstrop's got, but he wasn't expecting that one. James took a lot of credit. Oh, he's done another one. And now, well, I was talking about phases of matches. You just sense that maybe James is just... David Palmer, of course, now based out of Boston in the States, doing coaching role. Oh, what a rally. And this phase of the match has begun.
6-5.
James has raised his game. And reviewing that on the replay, that's a good call from the officials. James knew he had a chance there. Oh, wonderful squash. Oh, fantastic play. And another grimace from Willstrop. He puts the ball onto Palmer's racket, but he's read it. Palmer's in big trouble here. And yes, James is annoyed. Crowd, 10-9, game ball. What a time for an exhibition shot. That's brilliant! Palmer's hit the ball out of the court. And James Willstrop with the perfect volley.
11-9, game to Willstrop.
Volley drop, Nick.
He leads 2-1.
And it's Willstrop who's taken the second game here. Palmer getting a 5-love lead early on here. And Palmer's turn from the back of the court.
6-2.
This is a very Willstrop style shot. Gets the nick. It's an interesting call from the chat room, actually. It's just reminded us about the issue that James has had with his ankle. I'm just wondering how James is feeling. Certainly, he's having to give his all now. This is it. It's do or die. Interesting games 2 and 4. Palmer really won without contest. Oh, James has had superb defence. Palmer's so on top in this rally. Still, Palmer sending James all over the place. And there was rather a tired arm from Willstrop here, wasn't there? Yes. Just on the wall. And Palmer was possibly a little bit unlucky just earlier on, so maybe these things generally even themselves up. Wonderful rally. Oh, what a shot from Palmer.
And out 3-1.
James on the stretch. And David, and now this is it. 5 match points for David Palmer. And he's turning the screw here, isn't he? He's not holding up. He's not going to have this situation. He saw Gaultier in. And that's a good shot.
Match to Palmer. 3 games
Lovely
to 2.
Shot.